For protein, I'm going to break down the proteins, carbs, and fats a little bit more, tell you a little bit more about those. So protein is going to help with fat loss, and protein is what controls what your body is going to look like after you reach your goal. And so this is why we want protein to be a higher number. A good goal for protein is to do 1 gram of protein per your goal weight that you want to be. And so if you're 150 pounds, or if your goal is to be 150 pounds, then you want to hit 150 grams of protein a day. That's your target. And for protein, how that breaks down is it's 4 calories per gram of protein when you're tracking. And then for carbs, carbs are your body's main source of energy. Carbs get a bad rap, but they're really important, especially if you're doing a lot of like high intensity interval training, things where your body's going to need a lot or a burst of energy. It's going to pull from those carbs. Or if you're running at a higher rate, your body is going to burn the carbs. So that's why if you do a really hard workout, after your workout, if you have ever felt that crash feeling or that dip in energy and you're like, I just got to lay down on the floor to recover, that's because your body used up all its carbs. And so that leads us into a whole nother thing for post-workout routine. For post-workout, you need to get those carb levels back up. But for this discussion here, for the carbs, there's 4 grams or 4 calories per gram of carbs. And how much of that should you eat? That kind of depends on your goal. So if, depending on what your goal is, you might want to eat more carbs, you might want to eat more fats, and also depending on what your preference is. So there's many different things to take into account for these. And so I'm just trying to give a little bit of generic info here to give you like a baseline of what these things are. And so the next one is fats. And fats are what your body uses when you're doing low energy things or when your body is at rest. So if you're going for a walk and you're not, it's not like a fast power walk. If you're like 120 to 130 heartbeat per minute, or for your heart rate, then you're using lower energy and your body's going to be using fats for that. And once you like kick up over that threshold, then you're going to move into the carb territory. But your body also needs fats. So like fats aren't bad either. Your body needs both of them. And so for fats, there's 9 calories per gram of fats. And so the next thing I wanted to go into was about tracking.